If you're a home service business, you're probably going to leave hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table this year. And not because you don't get enough leads, but when you don't answer your phone calls, your next competitor on Google Maps will, and they get the job. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact AI system we built for our clients to make sure we capture 100% of every call that comes in. I'll demo the system live, then reveal the 3 strategies consistently recovering $100,000 a year plus for my clients. And if you want to learn more or have this built for you, then I'll make sure to leave a link in the description where you can book a free consultation call with me. And now, let me show you how it works.
Thanks for calling ABC Heating and Cooling. How can I help you today?
Hey, I have an issue with my furnace. I'd like someone to have a look and perhaps fix the issue.
I'm sorry to hear that. Let's get someone out to you as soon as possible. To arrange the best appointment, could you please provide the general area and specific street address where the service is needed?
Of course, I'm in Brooklyn and it's 123 Main Street.
Thank you for that information. Could you please confirm your full name so I can get everything set up for you?
Sure, it's Bob.
Perfect, Bob. I've got you down for a service appointment on Monday at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or 2 p.m. Which time works best for you?
2 p.m. would actually be, yeah, perfect.
Perfect. I've got you down for Monday at 2 p.m. Just to confirm, is this the best phone number to reach you? Or is there a different number we should use?
No, just use this one. This is the right one.
You're all set. A technician will be there Monday at 2 p.m. One of our team members will call you back to confirm the appointment. If you have any questions, please call us at 555-1234. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thanks a lot. We got the name, address, phone number, and all of that information would go straight to Service Titan or Household Pro, Jobber, whatever CRM you're actually using. And all of that, as you saw, was all automatic, not really requiring a human. Well, in that case, we like to at least have a human just call in, to remind or maybe to answer some questions to confirm the appointment. But at least we soft booked the person that was calling in after hours to make sure, that call doesn't go to a specific competitor. Now, let's go ahead and reveal the 3 pillars behind this system. All right, so let's get started with pillar number 1, and that is an after hours agent, meaning that we have a dedicated AI agent that would pick up any phone call that comes after 5 p.m. So that is easily set up with a code logic that allows us to check what is the current time, for example, and then either, it's before 5 p.m., so that means that it goes into the receptionist, or after 5 p.m., then it goes redirected into the AI. Now, that is probably the easiest money that you can save. Because if we, for example, have the scenario where we have lost 3 calls in a week or in a month, and we would say that every call has a ticket. I mean, if we go ahead and book the um, job on an average between $300 to $800. Now, if we're going to look at that over, let's say, a month, I mean, if we lose like 3 calls a week, that's already in the ballpark of $5 to $10,000 just lost, gone to competitors, and it's probably the yeah lowest hanging fruit for home service businesses to have an AI agent in the um, after hours to just pick up any call that comes, and either use soft book as we just did during the call. So that means that we get people to a specific date, and then we say, hey, we're going to follow up with you, or our team is going to call back to just confirm the appointment, or you actually put them directly into your dispatch manager. I mean, depending on how aggressive you want to go, let the AI assign a technician directly. And that is also possible where you just have the AI, go ahead and book, check who are the technicians available for that specific time, and directly book it into your dispatch manager. Now, what's actually interesting is that the AI, as you saw, was able to, handle the conversation where it's trying to understand whether it's an emergency or not. So also depending on the severity of the call, we're able to handle, let's say, the situation appropriately. So, for example, if it's an emergency, then in that case, we don't want to let the AI talk as much, and we want to redirect directly to the person, the technician being on call during that time. It's really important for such situations where it's emergency, of course, to let humans handle that appropriately. Well, if it's not an emergency and we want to, let's say, get the appointment, then of course we can let the AI proceed. Yeah, as long as it's not a yeah, sensitive situation. Now, just to demonstrate how this actually works behind it, I'd like to just quickly demonstrate it. So, for example, if we take Service Titan as our CRM of choice, oftentimes my clients tend to use Service Titan. What happens is that we are going to get a call. Let's say that's after 5 p.m. So let's put that 5 or 6 p.m. Let's say we call it 6 p.m. And what happens, as I mentioned, is that our call can either basically go to the receptionist or to our AI. So, in this case, given that it's after, let's put just like a rest like this, given that it's like after 5 p.m. or we said that it's 6 p.m., the call will actually go to our AI. And I mean, when it comes to tools to handle this, I mean, there is a myriad of tools. We like to use one called 11 Labs, which we can use within it, then ChatGPT to handle, let's say, all the conversation flows. And everything that happens on the AI layer basically happens in here. And for anything that involves retrieving data from Service Titan, or let's say just gluing the AI layer to our CRM, then in that case we're going to use a tool called Anyten. And Anyten is I mean, to put it simply, it's similar to Zapier for many companies that use uh, Zapier before, and it allows us to glue tools together. I mean, not only AI voice agent tools, but any type, let's say, of application we can beautifully connect it. So with that, we're able to basically, I mean, go first into A10, and then from A10, we will go to Service Titan, and so on and so forth. And then once we get the information that I mean, for example, we want to book an appointment, we would check the calendar first in Service Titan, and then we would go again in A10, and then we would transfer everything back to the AI to speak to basically discuss it with a human. So yeah, these are the assistant that we basically help set up, of course, custom built depending on the situation that you are on. So, for example, if you're not using Service then it would be Jobber or Household Pro. Awesome. So that was after hours agent, in my opinion. Again, the most, let's say, sought after for home service businesses, as it's probably the easiest way to recover money from calls that go unanswered. Given that people when they're in an emergency situation, they're going to look at Google Maps and just like going to call every person that is on Google Maps. And of course, if you don't respond, then you lost it. It's they're not going to call back. They're just going to call the next company and just go until someone responds, especially if it's an emergency. And of course, emergencies are the job that tend to have a higher ticket. Now, another very interesting concept is the concept of lead reactivation. So of course, most businesses sit on large databases of previous customers, which, I mean, happy or unhappy. We want to, of course, go for the happy ones. But what we're able to do with lead reactivation is that, let's say we have serviced 100 people in New York, and we want to reactivate them, meaning that we want to give them an offer to have them re engage with our business. And the beautiful thing is that with AI voice agents, we're able to periodically call people to promote an offer or, for example, remind them of appointments. I mean, we can remind them of appointments, but we can also remind them of upcoming membership renewals. This is another interesting one where, for example, if in 1 month we have someone that we know they are going to um, expire with their membership, that we're just able to call them back proactively and tell them, hey, your membership is about to expire. Would you be interested to renew for another year? And if so, let's book an appointment. Or you just have people who you've serviced before and you just want to tell them, hey, we have a New Year's offer. Would you be interested for a checkup? So we're able to do that also with, in a multi-channel fashion where we can, of course, start with a phone call. If they don't respond, we call them a second time. If they don't respond for the second time, we would go ahead and send them an SMS. And also, if they don't respond to the SMS, then we can go and finalize it with the email. So we're able to do multiple touch points to basically reach them wherever they would be. And it's a really beautiful way to really keep recovering money on past business that you've perhaps done. I mean, it would work the same way basically, where we would, in this case, it would be flipped because we would start from Service Titan, where we're going to, for example, check who are the people that we want to call. I mean, depending on specific criteria. So let's take the example of membership renewals. So we know that in 1 month, 10 people are going to expire. So what are we going to do? We're going to get the data from Service Titan, and then what we're going to do is that we're going to have, of course, an automation. So we're going to send the data into NA10. And I mean, there will likely be different categorizations that we want to do. So we want to take the name, the first name, their address, the price of the renewal. So all the information, we want to categorize it in a, let's say, proper way. So we can send all this information into the AI caller, and this AI caller would basically personalize the call based on the information that we gather from Service Titan. Um, so, for example, we're basically able to say, "Hi, Bob." I mean, because we see that all their information for their profile is available in Service Titan, we're basically able to reference and personalize the call based on the information that we see from their user profile on Service Titan. Yeah. So, lead reactivation, quite an interesting approach, and a lot of money generally sits in those. Now, to number three, and this is the overflow backup. So that means, let's say during the day, of course, you might have a person overlooking the calls, perhaps a receptionist, a technician, but generally, it's of course really good to have a human during the day taking over calls. But then oftentimes, for example, especially at lunch hour, we notice that many companies tend to lose calls, and many people call at lunch hour because they have their break. So a really good use case for capturing those. I'm talking about lunch hours because it's like a good example where many companies tend to slack off. For those lunch hour calls that come in, and let's say the receptionist doesn't respond or no one responds, then what we're able to do is that we're able to, if no one responds, if no one is available for that specific moment, then we're just gonna transfer the call into to the AI. So the AI will basically, take care of the prospect. And if we understand that, hey, this person actually wants or should talk to a specific human, like for example, I don't know, the sales department or whatever department they are looking to call into, then we would go ahead and transfer them to the right person. So we make sure, I mean, if the receptionist is not there, we're still capturing the call. And then eventually we can take, I mean, a myriad of action. We can transfer them to a human, we can soft book them, and do all the actions that an AI agent would be basically able to do. So this allows us to make sure that we really have, yeah, 24/7 around the clock coverage, even when perhaps calls slip through the cracks because of lunch break or because of whatever, let's say, situation a person, even during the day, might be in. And it's important to stress that AI here, because oftentimes you would hear people say that it's there to replace. I mean, that's true. I mean, it's possible to replace um, people, but the idea here is to assist them, of course, or at least assist. If you have existing systems, then we want to integrate into them, not necessarily disrupt them. And especially for, let's say, as I mentioned before, for sensitive calls, it's really important to train the AI in a way that it must immediately transfer to humans whenever, let's say, for example, an emergency call is present, or the caller just blatantly says, "I don't want to speak to a human." Then, of course, we want to have someone reachable to take over these calls. So that's after hours, lead reactivation, and overflow call handling. Now, that is what we recommend for most home service businesses or contractors to make sure that you cover all of the calls that come in and that the calls that don't get responded to don't go to your competitors on Google Maps. Now, if you are interested to learn more, perhaps considering AI voice systems, then I do remind you that we offer free consultation slots, which you can find in the first link in the description. And if you want to see how we built a lead reactivation system for an HVAC client of ours, then I do invite you to watch this video right here. See you there.